Welcome back, you guys.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another episode.
What is this, episode 7?
Episode 7.
Dang. We made it
7.
to
That's crazy.
7.
Dang. Time flies when you're having fun, bae.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How was your day?
I blacked out. It was good. It just so much happened. It was a long day. I didn't get a lunch. I was 10 hours on my feet. 4 hours of sleep.
I literally will never stop saying it, but I don't know how you.
How was your day?
Well, I had a lot of sleep. I woke up at that's good. I woke up probably at 8. Didn't have to be at work till noon. It was a really chill day. Got off early.
That's really good.
But October is the slower month for hairstylists, so it's just
Why is that?
more chill. Because it's busy in the summer. Everyone wants to be blonde, their vacations, and then it's like back to school. It's a little busy. And then it's dry because people are waiting for the holidays. And
okay, that makes
not
sense.
like your regular, like every 6 weeks, every 4 weeks kind of gray coverage gal.
Right.
But like a lived in girly is like, oh, I want it fresh for Thanksgiving. I want it fresh for Christmas. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
that kind of thing. So
Events coming up.
yeah, it ebbs and flows. But
Yeah.
I'm
glad you had a relaxing day.
I'm trying this year to be really productive in my other time or enjoy my rest. I wasn't very productive today, but I got rest.
You know, I look forward to the day where I can reach that. I can't attain that right now.
Yeah.
I'm struggling in that department.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay. We'll get there in about 10 years.
What, you mean being able to rest?
Yeah. I have to always be doing something productive, and it's really getting on my nerves.
I mean, I definitely feel like rest to me at home feels like working on things at home. Like I don't love sitting on the couch doing nothing. I don't hardly ever sit down and watch TV.
Yeah, for me, that's rest because I do feel like I'm constantly go, go, go.
Yeah, I feel like it fuels me to be like home baking bread or cooking.
That's a restful
organizing.
day.
Like that feels like it fills me up.
Yeah.
I do have a hard time. Like when I was sick a couple weeks ago, like I was getting a little stir crazy. Like I don't like just sitting doing nothing.
Yeah, you guys were down bad for a minute.
Oh yeah.
That garlic really got me good.
Oh my gosh.
Stayed clear.
Oh, that is something that it's in my new holistic pantry, if you will. I'm fermenting my fire cider right now. I should have done it in August, but I didn't know about it. Jordan's mom taught me about it. It's fire cider and it's like an immunity boosting, like you take a shot of it or a tablespoon of it in the morning. And then if you're feeling something coming on, then you take it like 3 times a day, but it's, you put in this like giant mason jar. There's red onions, garlic, jalapeno, some chili peppers, orange, lemon, there's an onion. There's just like a lot of stuff that has there's thyme, rosemary, all of this stuff, and then you top that whole jar with ACV, apple cider vinegar. Have you learned what ACV was? And then you let it ferment for 6 weeks, and then you strain it, and then you have a happy immune system.
It sounds like you're gonna get lit.
Yeah,
Isn't that how they like make alcohol in prison?
I mean, yeah, I think so, but I don't know. I need to do some more research. I don't think it's supposed to make you drunk. I think it's supposed to, I don't think it's like
help your immune.
I think the longer you ferment, like, I don't know if like, if you pull it at 6 weeks, it's not going to be like that alcohol. Like if it went longer, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like, and this is kind of gross, but aerosols are definitely a thing, and especially in my workplace, it's constant.
What do you mean?
Like, when you're drilling on a tooth, all of that stuff is going into the air.
Oh,
I will have my suction on, but a lot of that does just go up in the open air. And so I'm exposed to a ton of bacteria and stuff. And I honestly think like I don't get sick because like I'm exposed to so many different
everyone's
bacteria.
micro sicknesses all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Serious.
sure.
Like I can't get sick.
Yeah.
the worst it gets is like a headache.
Yeah, that's
For
cool.
me, really. Yeah, it's good. But gross. I think of the episode in The Office where Dwight's like, my immune system is so top tier. And he's like asking people to sneeze on him all day.
Ew, that's sick.
Love that show.
Oh, I hate when people come to their hair appointments. And I called out of work today, but I didn't want to cancel on you. I'm like,
know.
I'll just take the L. Thanks. Bye. Now I'll be sick next week.
Patients do that too.
Ew, the dentist, and it's like you're in your mouth, in your face.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Eck.
I think they just think, oh, well, like they wear a mask and gloves, like it'll be fine. No, that's rude.
It's rude and disgusting. And you want to know what else is disgusting? My would you rather?
Good.
Okay.
Give it to him. Give it to me. Yeah, I haven't heard this.
It ain't great. Would you rather eat a chunk of hair or drink a glass of sweat?
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, I don't know. I like definitely don't want to drink sweat, but you know me, I'm the last hairstylist who should be one because I hate hair. I hate loose hair. I hate hair.
You've always
off the
hated
head.
it too. I remember being little. I remember taking a bath with you when we were really little. And I asked you to like wash my hair or something. And you're like, I can't.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're in the Buckley house in Copperwood.
I do not like it. Yeah. It's fine on the head.
Bailey,
Off.
that is bad.
So, what would you rather? It's like drink a glass. I'm thinking like a 8-ounce glass. Like that's a standard glass, right?
My own.
Sure. It just says sweat, but sure.
And how big's a hairball? Yeah,
Hairball. I know. I'm like, could I stuff it in a piece of? You gotta chew it. If you stuffed it like in a piece of bread, you'd have to chew it, and I don't think I could do that. I think I would drink the glass of sweat. I think I would have to just knock it back, plug my nose, because the hair is the texture. You know, it's gonna get stuck in your teeth like floss. Do you use your hair to floss?
Desperate times cover desperate measures.
I hate when you.
Ew, I didn't know people do that. My hair's probably too brittle now to do it.
Not my hair. It'll be too fine and broken in my teeth.
I don't like do it, but I have before once or twice or thrice.
I used to take my hair and like cut the top of my chopstick off if it was like.
Oh, you taught me that.
Wonky.
That's actually a really good trick.
Yeah.
If your chopstick is gross or like somebody uses it and you don't know, you don't trust their lips, just take a hair.
It's like your art teacher cutting clay, you know, with the wire.
Ooh, that's satisfying.
That's what made me think of it.
Ooh. You know what I want to do? Sorry, this is kind of squirrel, but I want to go like shape pottery.
Oh my gosh, I would love to.
I've never done that other than pottery.
In high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that too. Let's do
That would
it.
be really fun.
That would be really fun.
So you're sticking with sweat?
I cannot eat. Eat a chunk of hair. I'm thinking like, how about the amount of hair when you wash your hair in the shower? That all comes out. You got to eat that in a ball.
Okay.
We just had this conversation the other day. You said you don't shed that much.
Yeah, I would rather do hair. I would, Bailey. Like even like
I just tell
sweating
myself
at
it's pickle juice. Like, knock it back.
I feel like my face sweats easily when I work out, and like when
Salty.
then when I go and take a shower or just like I'm rinsing my face and it's salty. Ew.
You would rather eat a hairball?
That's stuff seeping out of your pores.
You never cease to amaze me. That's disgusting.
They're both disgusting.
That
Bailey.
one's bad. I had a couple. Dude, today, if you guys are bored.
That's like you're getting the bad stuff out. That's your body pushing bad stuff out, I think, too.
Ew.
Like your pee.
Your pee and your sweat?
I think you sweat pee.
Abby, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
What are you talking
I think
about?
I'm just thinking about like Bear
Toxins.
Grylls or something.
Oh,
He like drinks his pee.
if you guys want something entertaining to do, Google shocking would you rather.
Okay.
I all day was like, And they're just
Oh.
foul. Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that one's disgusting. Like, you can't go right in either one.
Mm-mm.
I felt very justified in the past couple ones that we've done that, like, that's way better. Like the one that I picked. Gross.
I cannot believe you can say that.
What? Oh, the hair?
You and your wet jeans and your living the same day every day.
And the clean armpit.
And licking the Brillo pad. Sick.
Whatever, sweat girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this week it was funny posting those photos. Photos. The business cash.
Oh,
did you look at our Instagram?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I did. Yeah, that was
It was a trip down Mim Lane.
Yeah, I had a lot of people say stuff to me.
I really want to try and find some home videos and stuff of us. It was really funny to see. You can tell our age difference so much in those old photos.
You can. Now people have to like ask, who's older?
Good for me.
Yeah, good for you.
Good on me. Okay, so today is going to be a little bit funny.
It's going to be really funny.
And I want to start off the funniness talking about embarrassing moments. Because in this episode, we're going to, I don't know if you guys remember the website FML.com.
It was
like
an app.
Yeah.
Here she goes.
Okay, but when people, I feel like when people would read it on, we would be reading it on the computer. Like it was FML.com.
I would read it on my iPod Touch. But I think that's just our age difference.
It's funny because I feel like it sounds like we're literally like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe you're turning 28.
I know.
Soon.
1 month from today.
Yeah.
Actually. Let's see. Okay, so embarrassing moment. Do you have a goodie? You're not prepared. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did, but can you go first?
Yeah. This one's a little fresh. And I'm just gonna own it. So
Own it.
It was a Sunday. We're coming home from church. I stopped at the store and so bad. I have a small bladder and I drink a lot of water. The Stanley's the best thing ever, but it's also what is that? Bane of my existence.
Mm-hmm.
Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes, if there's a straw, I'm chugging like anything. I'll drink it fast. And so we stopped at Fred Meyer on the way home. And I was like, oh, Jordan, I kind of got to the bathroom. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, you're an adult and listen to your potty. I was like, nah, I can hold it. And I was like, do you got to go? And he's like, no. And I was like, yeah, I can hold it. It's fine. And so then we're shopping around the store. And then I was like, whew, getting sweaty. And I was like, babe, I got to go pee. I got to pee. He's like, Bailey, go. So I started like walking over there. And then, when you like walk into a room really quickly and you think it'll be empty and you can jet in there and then you just like halt because there's a line.
Yeah.
And there was a line full of people. And I was just like, oh, no. And I like get on my phone trying to distract myself. I'm like, it's coming. And before I know it, I am standing there in a line, peeing my...
Just accepting it.
Like by the towel dispenser. Like, and I just looked down.
How long was the line?
I was probably like 3 from the front.
Oh my God.
And there was someone with a little girl in there. And I'm like, and I cannot believe I'm sharing this. I told 2 people after that happened. I like texted them. I'm like, you guys, I'm literally so embarrassed. And then I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and I was like, I just want to die. Go away, die. I was like, it really hit me to my ego. I was like, I have a problem. And not to mention, that was the second time in like maybe like 6 months. I almost said 3, but it was probably like 6 months that I peed my pants.
Well, thank you for being brave and sharing this story.
Oh my gosh. The other time I was on my way home from thrifting and I was like, we have like all these speed bumps coming into our development. And I was like, whoa, these speed bumps are really pushing on my bladder. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. And then I get home and I get out of the car and I stand up and it was like as if like my water broke. I just started peeing. Like I need to go to pelvic floor therapy or something. I told Abby that this early before we recorded and she's like, good luck to you when you have kids. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm
It's okay. I'll probably be right there with you, sister.
Like, why?
I don't know. It sucks being a girl.
I told my mom that. She's like,
sometimes.
do you know what Kegels are? Do you do that? I'm like, Mom!
Come on, Auntie.
Yes, I know. But like, it's like more intricate, I think, with my bladder. I don't know.
I can't decide which one to share.
Give me the saucy one.
Sassy one. Have I shared a sassy one with you?
No, just
okay.
Whatever one you're trying to.
This was really embarrassing and bad. I was a bad kid. I was just a bad girl in high school.
Share.
And I was just going through a rough season, and it was around spooky season, and me and my girlfriends, or one of my friends was like, let's do a Ouija board.
I couldn't.
Yeah, well, I did. I've spent many hours praying about this, but I did. And that stuff is real, dude.
Oh, that just freaks me out. Like, I don't watch scary movies, and especially not spiritual stuff, because that.
What was I doing?
It's scary.
Gosh, I think I
think it's pretty common, though, for young. I don't know why. It's like a girl sleepover thing.
We went like through a phase. There was like a group of 6 of us girls that we would always hang out on the weekends. And we went through a weird phase of doing it.
Yeah. So it was at one time.
No.
Did I say that? I don't
know. And I had recently been grounded from my parents finding out that like I drank or something. And we went over to your parents' house, and your mom's car was like in the shop or something. And so she asked to like borrow my car to go grocery shopping. And sure enough, she went to go put her groceries in my trunk.
Ooh.
And I had a Ouija board in there. And a couple things. One, no secret is safe with the twins.
No.
They're going to share it between themselves.
And they're going to whisper about this loud. Oh my gosh, guess what?
Oh my gosh, you guys, at all of our family like get-togethers, we always say, oh, they're gossiping again.
Because it's like, I'm sorry. It's always like every third word slips out. It's like, Patty, and Abigail.
And then they went,
I'm praying for them.
Oh, I know.
They're crying.
That is so perfect.
They mean well.
They do. But I don't know if you guys know, but like Bailey's dad's a pastor. Bailey's parents are pastors. And like to make it even better, that was crappy. That was embarrassing.
Oh, come on. You gotta have more embarrassing. Like that's like,
okay.
Oh, I got in trouble, but like, come on.
One time I was
she had one ready.
One time I was meeting, or I went over to my ex's house to meet his parents for the first time. And we like had dinner, and then we were playing a game at the table. And it was just like his dad, him, me, and his siblings. And my phone's on the table, and I'm sitting right next to his dad, and my alarm goes off, and it's just birth control.
Oh, awesome.
That was embarrassing.
That is
too.
Embarrassing. You're like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
I'm like, it's for my cramps. It's for my acne.
My skin. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That would be embarrassing.
Okay, so let's get into the FMLs.
Let's do it.
I used to be obsessed with these when I was younger.
On your iPod Touch.
On my iPod Touch. I had the blue one.
I didn't have iPod Touch. I had a pink Nano.
Aw. I think I might have had a Nano too. Those are cute.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back.
Jordan did bring his back out of nowhere the other day. There was one floating around here. I'm like, where did that come from? And he was like, I think his sister, his mom found it. And the music on it is funny. It's exactly what you think it would be.
Gold.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear it.
Jordan was a little scene boy, so it's
not gold.
No, it is
kidding.
gold.
I'm
that
sure.
stuff was so funny. Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, so this one says, today I rushed out of urgent care, suddenly developing a dark spot in the vision of one of my eyes. Long story short, I paid $110 for the doctor to remove an eyelash. FML. She's like, I can't see. Okay, that is no joke, especially if you have lash extensions when you're driving. I'm like, and one gets in my eye, I'm like, this is how I go. Like, it's over. It hurts. It's like having a piece of hay in your eye.
And two, like I've had something similar happen. Like if you have the tiniest little scratch on your eye, it will like bother you for like a day or two, right?
Oh yeah, it ain't great.
It ain't. Dang, that sucks. Okay, last thing. This reminds me, my mom recently told me an embarrassing story. She used to work at a hospital, and she was like just doing scheduling at the time, and she scheduled like the wrong patients for the wrong thing.
Oh, no.
Long story short, this person got injected with like a dye that was for something totally different.
Oh no.
And the thing is, she came into the hospital because my brother like broke his finger or something. And that's the day that she scheduled the wrong appointment. And like this lady came out of the appointment, was just like blowing up on my mom's coworkers, taking
She's
my
like,
mom's
I'm just
mistake.
here as a parent. I don't know this woman. Oh, that's bad.
Does that suck? Poor thing.
There's
And
gotta
my
be-
mom's like, of course.
She had to
Caleb
be there.
broke his finger and
There's
I was
gotta
here.
be more checks and balances so that doesn't happen. It's like, hi, you're here for what procedure or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yikes.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. This is bad. Today, I bit my boyfriend's neck. I felt something squirt into my mouth. Turns out I just popped a pimple on his neck and straight into my mouth.
That's disgusting. I have heard that experience happen to someone before. That's
Someone you know?
yes, that's disgusting.
My initial thought reading, I'm like, oh, yikes. Like she made him bleed, but that's disgusting.
I am not the girlfriend who's like, oh, babe, let me get that. Hell no. I don't want to pop. I mean, I will pop my own pimples, but I'm just like, I couldn't do a lot of jobs, and being an esthetician is high up there.
I couldn't do that either.
Goodbye.
I can pop like small little
Would you
dry
think it's
ones. Yeah, like blackheads, like I would do that. But like anything that oozes, I don't like skin stuff, dude. I really don't.
That reminded me of a funny story. I guess this whole podcast is going to be telling stories, whether they're ours or someone else's.
We're good at that. I will say that.
One time, Jordan and it was like in the summer, and we were going to eat dinner outside. And the apartment I lived in was like an old house that was made into like 3 different apartments. And so to go down to the backyard was all of these stairs. And so I was like, okay, I'll go down and I'll lay the blanket down. And then he brought the food down. So we're like setting everything up. And on the back door, there was like this giant hornet's nest or bee's nest. And
Jordan hates bees.
Oh yeah. He swears, well, he's allergic. And he said one time when he got stung when he was little, his hand like swelled up like huge, which actually.
But I also know how Jordan tells stories.
But I will vouch for him. I just saw a photo pop up on my memory last year. He got stung in the ankle, and his ankle looked like he broke or sprained it really bad. It was so swollen. So I give him credit there.
Poor guy.
But anyway, so he's coming down with our food, and he's like, oh no, I think I got stung. And he's like coming down. It was like a lot of stairs. And he's like, I think I just got stung in my neck. And it was like spaghetti too. I remember being like, the sauce, like, don't. And I'm standing on my knees because I had just like laid out the blanket and I was like trying to set everything up.
Oh no.
I'm standing on my knees and he sets the food down. He's like, Bailey, you gotta suck the venom out. You gotta suck the venom out. And I was like, of your neck? And he's like, suck it. And so I had to suck, and he's like, because he's scared, and of course it's like on his neck
because he's allergic.
Yeah, and I was like, what? And there's no like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Drinking venom.
So I like sucked on his neck and then spit, but then it gave him a huge hickey on his neck, and then the next day we had like dinner with his parents, and I'm like, you told your mom.
When was this?
When I lived with Kelsey in Tacoma.
Oh, okay.
Not in, like,
so quite some time ago.
Yeah, not in like the cute building, but the one before that. That was like a weird house.
Right. But you were comfortable with his parents.
Well, yeah, but I was like, hi, did you tell your mom before we go over there that happened? Please? Like, don't just walk in with a big fat hickey.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, he's like, suck the venom. And I'm like, what? Talk about Bear Grylls.
I do not think hickeys are cute.
No.
I don't want any of that. It's trash.
I don't love it. Okay, next one. Today, my husband dropped me off at work. 10 minutes later, I got a text saying, I just dropped the bitch off. I'll be there in a few minutes, baby. I miss you. Later, I asked him about it and he said, Megan, I have no idea what you're talking about. My name isn't Megan, not even close. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, icky.
What an idiot. Everything about that just screams, I'm an idiot.
Ew, can you imagine being married to somebody like that?
No. Well. Okay. Today I took the bus to work. A sweet old lady got on after and sat next to me. Halfway there, she fell asleep, her head on my shoulder. I gently tried to wake her up before my stop. She wasn't sleeping. I let a dead woman lie on me for 30 minutes. FML.
That's so bad. That one's my next one.
That
I wrote
is
that down too.
so bad.
A dead lady?
Like, you're just like, oh,
That would
what a
happen to-
sweetie.
That would happen to Haley, I bet. She's like, I'll just let her rest her eyes and take a nap. Just being a good soul.
Oh, she's worn out. No.
Could you imagine being like, dead? That can't be real.
Yeah. It has to be.
www.fml.com.
Ugh.
Okay. Today at the dentist, I was getting my teeth cleaned. Looking up at his nose, I saw runny snot dripping onto his lip. I tried to slowly move away and he told me, stop. And the movement of his lips caused the snot to fall right in my mouth. FML. The patient got his snot in the mouth.
Ew. First of all, why isn't he wearing a mask?
Why is he not wiping it off his lip? If it's,
Yeah.
you're feeling it run, like you can feel your nose run.
Yeah. Or honestly, I've been in circumstances where like my nose is running, but like I can't do anything about it, but at least I have a mask on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That reminds me, today I was very stressed this afternoon. Like so stressed to the point where I was like, hi, yeah. Like answering everybody like that, I'm pretty sure.
Where you're like so under pressure that like you can't let anything take you behind and you're just like, hey.
And my eyes are twitching. Yeah. I was so stressed that I got a new zit. It popped on its own.
Don't need nobody biting your neck.
Yeah, I don't. I went to the bathroom, pulled down my mask, and I was like, oh, wow, we're in a full cycle without even knowing. Isn't that crazy?
Yikes.
Yeah.
And it popped.
It wasn't there this morning, but I don't know.
That does happen to me with like the runny nose thing at work. It's happened to me in the shampoo bowl where I'm like,
oh, yikes.
And for anybody listening, if you're in a shampoo bowl, please close your eyes every time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if we're talking and you're telling me a story. Do not look at my nose. Do not look at me. Do not breathe. Like just don't look at me. But yeah, I've had like a runny nose before and I love when people's eyes are closed because then I can like to the side, like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
with my sleeve or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ain't cute when it's the same position. They're like looking up and it's like
your dad was my first patient this morning. And I was like looking through the mirror and, you know, when someone's mouth breathing, it fogs up. It's super hard to see. And I was like, you know, can you just stop breathing? Poor guy.
Please. Is that your breath I smell?
Oh, this one is so bad. Today, my tampon string was hanging from my bathing suit. My boyfriend thought it was a thread hanging from my bikini bottom.
Goodbye.
He publicly pulled out my tampon.
A string hanging from your bikini bottom? What kind of bikini bottoms do these men think we're wearing? These like, oh, that just has strings coming out of it? Oh, I guess if it was like a thread.
And like, isn't that something that just like comes up in normal conversation with your boyfriend? Like,
I'm on my period.
He knows you're on your period, I'm sure.
But you know when someone has like, not these jeans, but like one.
Yeah.
Like a string on them.
Yeah.
Oh, that just jogged my memory. I had a client who was like, I'm a girl's girl and I'll like get a hair off someone or string, like that kind of thing. And she was in a gondola in the like at like a ski resort or something, and they were going up to this view. So it's cold outside. And she said this lady had like something on her chin, like hanging off her chin.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
She thought it was a piece of like ice or snow or something. And so she goes to like, she's like, I didn't say anything. And it was an icicle attached to her hair. And she's like, my boyfriend at the time was so mortified. It was just like, don't touch strangers.
Did you not say, oh, let me get that?
I think as she's doing it, like, let me get that for you. And it was a chin hair. And she's like, it was the longest ride. And then we had to go back now.
So did she successfely pluck it?
No, I doubt it.
That's so embarrassing.
I have had clients have rogue hairs, and like I've had someone have a hair, like, I'm not kidding, in the middle of their forehead, and I'm like, you want that for your great coverage, or you want me to trim your forehead?
Okay, that's crazy.
Sometimes I wonder, like, with facial hair in women, it's like you look in the mirror every day.
Yeah.
You do makeup.
You know what? I need to get this off my chest now.
What?
Am I dooming myself because I microblade dermaplane my own face?
No, I do too. Everybody should.
I think about it when I'm doing it too. I'm like, am I going to wake up one day and just be a werewolf?
That's not how your hair works. It's a myth.
But I will say, like, the hair around my lip, ever since doing that, I think it has gotten a little bit darker. Have you noticed that in yours?
I don't know.
Not to the point where I'm like, I have a mustache, but
I don't know the science behind that. How would that make it darker if you're like cutting it at the root every time?
Right.
Why would that make it darker?
Not too long ago, I still think about this. I don't know if he was kidding. I think he was, but the sun was just hitting me perfectly.
And you needed to dermaplane.
And Dr. Xander was like, oh, I can see your mustache in this light.
If you're a man, don't ever comment on it. We all have mustaches, okay?
I think he was kidding.
Oh, he listens too.
Oh, he does listen. All my coworkers are probably so annoyed with me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what today is? She means Valentine's.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh my gosh, yeah, the mustache thing.
Yeah. Vernon, if you're listening,
comment on your own mustache. Okay, this one's bad. Today I had a wet fart. Today I had a wet fart with liquid in my underwear that I could smell.
Ew! Why did they word it like that?
I don't know. I let the one guy in front of me take the elevator so he wouldn't smell me. When the next empty elevator showed up, 7 people started lining up behind me. With your wet underwear fart?
That makes me cringe.
A shirt.
Or can you imagine being in line and just having to pee your pants?
I can't. That'd be horrible. Someone get that girl a Depends.
That makes me sad for you, dude.
I can't believe I just shared that, but
you're brave.
We're real here.
We are.
Their moms would say. So real.
Oh, that tampon was bad.
Could you imagine? It's like, I don't.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe he successfully got the whole thing out. Is that what it said? He pulled the whole thing out? Like,
well, I feel like
someone's
when
reaching, it's like,
I feel like if I'm getting like a string off of someone that may be attached, she's laying there, like, I'm going to go in with some effort, I think.
Say she's like, yeah, maybe she's like tanning, closing her eyes, legs up.
Oh my.
And all of a sudden you're like, violated.
Okay. Today, my boyfriend of 2 years took me to get a tattoo done with his name on. With his name on. That's weird. He paid for it. After it was done, he told me it was over between us and he thought it'd be a nice reminder for me of him.
Wait, I blacked out. What was the actual tattoo?
His name.
She didn't know what she was getting?
No, she did. But she didn't know he's going to dump her after.
Oh, I missed that part.
And then he was like, this will be a good reminder.
Sorry.
What a douche. That's horrible.
Yeah.
People are awful. I'll never get somebody's name tattooed.
I want to get a J. And if things go south, I'm going to get a K next to it.
That is funny.
Yeah. But they won't. So it'll just be J.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Let's see. I forgot all the ones I did. Okay. Oh, okay. This one, I have a story attached to this one. Okay, so it says, today a colleague texted me to say that I needed a haircut. Today was also the first day that I attempted to do my hair in about 5 years. Clearly, I shouldn't have bothered.
Oh.
I know. And that reminds me of...
It's an Enneagram 2.
Yeah, that reminds me of Caleb, Enneagram 2. And during the pandemic, no one
I was there.
No one's cutting, no one's getting haircuts, whatever.
We're all looking pretty scraggly.
Yeah. And I would do hair. I went to beauty school. I learned how to do men's cuts, but I don't do that. I color specialize. I actually threw my clippers away the day I graduated beauty school and was like, goodbye. I'm never cutting a man's hair again. And so during the pandemic, Abby's brother was like, Bailey, please, like if I get clippers, will you? And Jordan's like, my mom has clippers because his mom used to be a haircut specialist. So she's really good. And she doesn't use guards. So it's just the blade. And so we pick up her clippers. I didn't even think anything of it with the guards. And we get back here and I'm like, Caleb, these don't have guards. You have to do like clip over comb. Like I haven't literally done this since beauty school. And he's like, I trust you. And of course we've had like a couple White Claws and I'm like, all right. I could do this.
Feeling pretty confident.
Yeah. And we got like the full body mirror. So Caleb's like sitting in front of the mirror. And I keep just like
sweating.
I'm like looking over at Jordan and trying not to make eye contact with Caleb in the mirror. I'm like, in the mirror. And I'm like, it's getting higher and tighter. And he's like getting closer and closer to going to boot camp. And it was so bad. And then I was just like, I literally cannot look at you. Like, I love you. And I was like, just get this over with. So it's like, okay, finished it. And he was so sweet. He's like, I love it, Bailey. Thank you. Like, whatever. And I'm like, you're literally lying there. Okay. And then a couple weeks later, I had he asked me to cut it again. And I was like,
wow. So you must have not done that terrible.
No, but I mean, to me, and I'm like, I don't want to stare at it. And I was like, Caleb, I'll do it one more time, but like I'm not your new girly. Like you gotta. And I think he had gone and got another set of clippers of his own that had guards and stuff. So I was like, okay, I can do this. And he was trying to grow out the top. And so it was really disconnected on top. And I just like didn't know how to make it like flow on the sides and whatever. And so then I was like, okay, but next one, you got to get another one. It was a couple weeks after that. And the top was like all heavy. It's like flopping. I don't think he had like, it's just like I didn't know how to help him, how to educate him or how to cut that haircut. More like it. So then he comes over, or he was here and we were like having a game night, which is when you were here. Mm-hmm. And he was the last one to come to get here. And he,
oh, shocker,
comes and sits next to me. And I just went, Caleb, you gotta get your hair fixed. Like, I can't look at my bad haircut anymore. Like, please. And he goes, awesome. Just got it cut today. And I was just like,
that was so bad, dude.
The music stopped.
Yeah.
I was like,
your face, you're just like you wanted to hide bad.
I literally feel embarrassed talking about it right now. That was probably my most embarrassing moment. Forget the pee.
I remember I was
so
sitting
bad.
Right next to you guys when that conversation happened.
I was like, don't go back there. Because I think it was just like,
and then you try and make it better and it's just
made it worse.
Yeah,
that was bad.
It's okay.
Get it off my brain.
Yeah,
hurry.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, we don't do men's cuts.
Okay, this is really bad. I would FML. I don't know. Today I went to meet my girlfriend's parents for the first time. I accidentally drove past their house, but saw the whole family waiting outside for me. I pulled a U-turn and heard a thud. The whole family watched me run over their dog.
Goodbye. Just keep going.
Yeah, that U-turn would keep on going.
Could you imagine?
I think about like our moms and that scenario. Like,
if they were in that scenario.
Yeah. Like how our moms would react if
kind
they're
of-
the family standing outside and that happened to their dog.
I kind of feel like my dad did hit Tootie, my mom's dog. I could be making that up, but when they were dating, I think my dad did run it over, but it didn't die.
Oh,
Resilient little thing, but
yikes.
if their dog like died, did the dog die? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Nice to
No, it said just ran
it
over.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Oh my gosh, that would be so embarrassing. I would just be like, I can't come.
I wouldn't say. I would just die. I'd run into a brick wall. I don't know.
No way.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's see. Today I took the bus home from work for the first time in my life. It was pretty crowded, so I immediately sat on an empty seat. You know, when you're on a bus or like public transport, like subway, you're like, just get me on a sit. You just feel awkward.
Yeah.
Then I felt something wet. It was puke. A lot of it, in fact. FML.
Ew. It's
Ew.
just a bowl of soup sitting there. Ugh. That's sick.
Sick.
Today, after a late night at a bar, I stepped into my building's elevator with a Chinese man who was carrying a plastic bag. Without thinking, I said, "Ooh, are you still delivering?" His response was, "I live here."
Oh no.
That's bad. I could see.
Don't say that. I would never say that.
I wasn't going to say you. I was going to say me.
You would never say that.
I feel after maybe a couple of drinks, hungry, I could say that. Especially if it's like a plastic bag and like tied.
No.
I can be
what?
dumb sometimes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Today I found out all my packages have been systematically disappearing. My husband throws them out because he said he's sick of my selfish online shopping and habits. That would be more understandable if I had actually been online shopping and not ordering my special eczema toiletries and medications. He was throwing them out. FML.
Dang. That stuff is pretty pricey too.
I know. I feel like I don't know what I was just never mind.
Today I accidentally joined my psychology Zoom class meeting with my Cam Girl account. The whole class now knows what my boobs look like and know that my nickname is Cum Kitten. FML.
Oh.
Your professor, 30 other kids.
Mm-mm.
And like her picture was like her boobs.
Boobs. Show me the boobs.
Bring me the loot. Okay. Oh, it's your turn.
You can go.
Okay. Today, I found my company car wrecked in a ditch. Apparently, leaving it parked on an icy hill all night was a bad idea. I'm responsible to pick up my manager from the airport today. FML.
Didn't want to take the company car today.
Yeah. I'll use my own gas. Oh,
that's bad. I would not want to drive a company car.
I wouldn't.
Not with my record.
I would say thank you, but no.
It would be so stressful.
Such a liability. I'll own I am not a good driver. I'll own it.
I'm not either. I'm not trying to prove anybody wrong.
No. That's the one thing where I will literally lay down. Like, I know.
I am not a good driver either. Forget it.
No. I think we're the same and we're very distracted drivers. I'm like, I have time to kill. I used to drive a manual. You used to too.
Yeah.
And so when I
think that's what
went
ruined
back
me
to an automatic, I'm like, I can do so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, even when I drove my manual, dude, I'm like,
oh my gosh, I used to drive to Bellevue for training and I would be driving that manual and then I would be doing my makeup and I would be eating and I would be listening to like a morning show. Like, I don't feel like I didn't listen to podcasts. I was listening to the radio.
Guess that just means we need to get Teslas.
That's so bad. I'm not proud of it. I sometimes will just not even get my phone out and just be like, leave it in your purse. Just don't even.
I need to start doing that. The other day on my way to work, my phone fell underneath the seat. I'm driving a rental car, by the way, because I got in a car accident.
Barney.
Wasn't my fault this time. This is the first car accident I've been in, and it's not my fault. Feels pretty good. Everyone's like, are you okay? Like, you were just in an accident. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. I'm legendary. Yeah, kind of.
Dude, if I got hit, I'd be like, yeah! Put this to rest.
But I love my car, so it sucks.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, my phone dropped underneath the seat, and I couldn't reach it. And I'm like, like trying to get it. I'm like, you know what? No, this is a sign. Like, leave it where it is. Better for me not to have it. So I listened to John Mayer, Love on the Weekend 8 times.
So you're like, hey, Siri.
No, I can't. It's too bad. It's like too old of a car.
Your phone wouldn't hear it?
Mm-mm. No. I didn't try.
See, she won't lay down for that one. It doesn't. Oh, speaking of where Abby won't lay down and just like be normal, have a conversation, just be honest.
I'm scared. What?
Dude, the other day, she told me not to say this on the podcast, but the other day, we're like talking about her dog. Did I say this on the podcast?
No.
Abigail had the gall.
I was in a silly mood.
Silly serious.
I was not being serious. For the record, this was a joke, and Bailey can't accept that it was a joke.
I was like, dude, Rue maybe like needs to like go on a walk or something because there was like, you know, an accident, and it's just like maybe he just needs to spend more time outside. Abby's like, no, Rue's not really the walking type of dog. He doesn't really like to go on walks. And I was like, Abigail, he's a dog. He's a doodle mix. He does like walks. She's like, I don't know. And then the whole next week, almost, maybe not every day, but whenever you did take him, you're like, come on, Rufus, I know you don't like the walk, but let's go on a walk. You were serious. Abby,
I was not.
Yes. You were serious.
Stop it.
He's not a walking dog. You were like not being silly. You were being sassy that day. And I was like,
I know, Bubba. I know you don't want to go, but it's good for you.
he loves a walk.
And he whined his ass out the door.
No. He loves a walk.
He does. And I've been better.
So he changed his mind. He changed his mind.
I think he's just getting used to him now. You know, he's expecting them, and he's a good boy.
So he likes him. You little rat.
I'm the worst.
You're a rat.
I'm the worst. So, funny story. Bailey, it doesn't bother me so much anymore. I think, adopted that word into my vocabulary. But, like 2 summers ago, Bailey and I were playing a game, and she called me a rat. No, a sewage rat.
A little sewer rat.
And I was so offended.
Is that not like to the jugular? I'm competitive.
It was. I'm competitive too, but I don't call names.
You little rat. You sewer rat.
Jeez.
I love a rat moment.
I get it now. I get it.
All right, guys. Well, I hope that you guys have a better week and you don't end up on that www.fml.com.
Some of us just
some of those are from
app.
2023, and then some of the ones I picked were from 2009.
Yeah, I had some too like that. That was a lot of fun. You guys, make sure you're following us on Instagram. Make sure you comment on our stuff, like our latest episode. We would love to hear your thoughts. Yeah.
Vote on your would you rathers.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know if you'd rather eat a hairball or drink some sweat.
Sick.
Ugh. All the would you rathers are pretty icky. Like,
yeah,
they're supposed to be, but it's like,
yeah.
Some of them are just like, okay, that person, how can you even type those words in a sentence? Stop.
It's sickening. It makes my stomach and crotch hurt all in one.
Ugh.
Yeah. Until next time, you guys. See ya.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.